I went to St. Louis, Missouri the other day. They had Black Panthers from all over the country. No one knew about it at all. They had machine guns, recoilless rifles, grease guns, Lugers, 25 of them, all armed. And the chief policeman met me at the airport when I arrived. They were there, right there at the steps. He said you were violating the law. Yeah, we're violating the law. He said, we're tired of our white and black leaders, Jackie and Martin and Bobby being killed. We're going to protect this man while he's here. They didn't arrest one of them. Because they said if you arrest one, then someone's going to die. Because we are ready to kill. Black power means black dignity. Just as surely as you're proud to be white, we're proud to be black. Black is beautiful, baby. It's pretty. I always say to my brothers, I say, they don't worry about white chicks. We got everything from chalk to charcoal in our own race. And that's it. Black is beautiful. Black power means dignity. Means we're gonna walk side by side with you, or through you. We're gonna be with dignity and integrity. We don't want any more than you have, and we're not gonna accept any less than you have. That's my note.
Progress is being made. If you take a knife and my back 9 inches and pull it out 6 inches, there's no progress. You pull it all the way out, that's not progress. The progress is healing the wound that's below me. And they haven't even begun to pull a knife out, much less trying to heal the wound. They won't even admit the knife is there.
Y'all know I can't give y'all too much of theirs and not give you mine. Especially mine, gonna definitely uplift you. Hopefully. But hey, we bouncing back and forth. It's like you having a tug of war, remote control. Get so goddamn frantic. Except for one thing, I don't be playing no country and western music. Whatever I play is gonna be on. It's my Black Lightning DJ music. Now, what have you
You know, a lot of people think that in
Not
order to
that. What it means is I gotta hit the Starbucks or have something delivered. No, it's too late for that. But it's all good in the hood. Like I say, we played one of theirs, one of mine, and don't forget, before you pack up to go to war,
You leave. This here, what you take with you. Y'all black ass been all them motherfuckers at the big house to talk about for the last few hours. Seem like white folk ain't never had a bright idea in their life. It's coming up with all kinds of ways to kill your ass. Now mind you, most of them ideas had to do with fucking with your foreign parts. Now, that may seem like a good idea, but truth is, when you snip a nigga's nuts, most of them bleed out in about 7 minutes. Most of them. Most. Then I says, shit, pie. The niggas we sell to LeQuint Dickey got it worse than that. And they still saying, let's whip him to death. Throw him to the mandingo. Feed him stone side dog. I said, what's so special about that? We do that shit all the time. Hell, the niggas we sell to LeQuint Dickey got it worse than that. Lo and behold, out of nowhere, Miss Laura come up with the bright idea of giving your ass to the LeQuint Dickey Mining Company. And as a slave of the LeQuint Dickey Mining Company, henceforth till the day you die, all day, every day, you will be swinging a sledgehammer, turning big rocks into little rocks. And when you get there, they're going to take away your name, give you a number and a sledgehammer, and say, get to work. One word of sass, it cuts out your tongue. They good at it too. You won't bleed out. Oh, it does that real good. They're going to work you all day, every day, till you're back there. Then they're going to hit you in the head with a hammer, throw your ass down the nigger hole. And that will be the story of you.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but hold on. Just like I told y'all from the beginning. But you ain't gotta believe me. Believe them folks. That's who y'all believe anyway. See what they got to say about it.
Well, military draft rules have changed just in time for the war in Iran. What exactly has happened? Here's the story from Fox 5 in Washington, D.C. The U.S. House of Representatives passed a measure to automatically register men for the Selective Service, updating requirements for the first time in decades. Oh, wow. Just as we're in war now, to be fair, they did pass this in December. So this was in the December NDAA, and the rule change goes into effect this coming December 2026. So starting in December of 2026, all males aged 18 to 25 years old, or really 26, will be automatically registered for Selective Service. Now, proponents of this say this will just make things easier. Don't you understand? This just makes things easier because before young men had to remember to register, and if they didn't, it was a felony. And although they never got prosecuted, but this will just speed things up and make things easier. It's just easier for them. That's what this says. And others say, yeah, right. You guys are just wanting to make sure that we've got a military force of pawns that you could throw at an enemy and sacrifice their lives so that you guys could continue siphoning off resources, making a gob of money, and you just need young poor men to go on the front lines. Okay, let's talk about how exactly this draft rule, what this has done. So before this coming December, the way it worked was there was no mandatory. It is mandatory to register for the Selective Service, but you had to go and physically do it. Essentially, you had to either register online or you had to mail it in at the post office. Or there were ways that young men between 18 and 25 years old could register for Selective Service. You're mandated if you're an American citizen to register for Selective Service within 30 days of your 18th birthday. Anyone who arrives in this country between the ages of 18 and 26 must register within 30 days of arriving to the country if they're in that age range. So who has to do this is all male U.S. citizens and all male immigrants in that age bracket. And that includes, when they say immigrants, that's all immigrants. They're not just talking about legal ones. They're saying illegal immigrants, we don't care. You have to register for Selective Service. Could you imagine? I wonder how many illegal immigrants cross the border and say, well, now I got to follow the law and sign up for Selective Service so I can fight in the war. Asylum seekers also have to, refugees, permanent residents, everybody in that age range who's male, except I wonder how it works if you identify as female. Maybe you could get out of it that way. There might be a ton of sudden trans males coming up. Like we might see a lot of young men turn in female pretty quickly. So don't be shocked if we see skyrocketing rates of trans males, trans women. But there was a narrow group of exceptions, and one of those being, if you're a diplomat's kid, like I think Netanyahu's son doesn't have to do anything except sit on the beach and drink a bunch of mojitos, right, while they watch everybody in their country back in Israel have to go to war. Okay, so what Congress did was they then said, now we're going to make it just automatic registration. Previously, you'd have to go and physically do it in some way. And then if there was a draft, then that would be run on a lottery system. And they would basically do it by birthday. They would have all the birthdays of the year, and then they would correlate those birthdays with certain numbers. And then they would draw a number out of the lottery, and that number corresponded with the set of birthdays. And those young men were called up for service, and that was automatic. They received induction notices. They had to go to war. When this happened in Vietnam, during the Vietnam War, it was pretty much right away. They didn't wait until they ran out of soldiers. They didn't wait until, we all of the ones that volunteered are dead, so now we got to turn to the draft. No, it happens pretty quickly, so don't think, well, we'll wait and see, and once we see a bunch of American soldiers dying in Iran, then they're going to do the draft. Now, they might do the draft on us pretty quickly. They might actually make it happen faster. And Trump will make it seem, well, I would say that the Trump supporters will say, he's just doing it to scare Iran because we want to show them that we can assemble a giant military. But don't be fooled. A lot of young men before Vietnam, before they were sent off to Vietnam, when they received their induction notices, a lot of them did a lot of pretty extreme things in order to avoid being shipped off to war. My dad was telling me about some of the things that some of his friends did. Like one guy paid a friend to hit his leg with a sledgehammer. Another looked at a bright light. I think it was, like at where they're looking at really bright lights. It's not the sun, but something else, like in a factory, and tried to make himself go blind in order to avoid service. So people do some pretty extreme things in order to avoid being sent off to war. And a person should not have to choose between their life or life imprisonment because their government, the oligarchs, the corrupt, greedy, money-making warmongers in Washington want to use them for cannon fodder. It should be a personal decision. But
if you decide you don't want to go, remember this. Warden, speak to the people for a minute, please.
The bites, it looks just like wet dog food. You know what they feed the pigs out on a farm? That's what it looks like.
Oh, it's nasty. It's nasty stuff. I don't know. I wouldn't feed my dog it.
If they don't like the food, too bad. Don't come to jail. Can I have Chinese one week, Italian the next? What is this, a hotel? I'm going to take away their butter now. save another $100,000.
But in the meantime, in between time, don't forget, Gomer, it's your time to go. Paul said you gotta get up out of there, Gomer. Private Kyle, we're gonna be all up in your ass every day for the next all the boot camp. I'm gonna be kicking your ass, making you wish you were. I can't wait to get more, son. All them bombs are gonna be dropping on your ass, Private Kyle. You hear me, you goddamn knucklehead?
The real spirit party you cannot get in. Mo's out the drink and Jesus off the gin. I swear to God.
All we say to America is be true to what you said on paper. If I lived in China or even Russia or any totalitarian country,